All right, well, I heard today's Squardle was interesting, and I also had a suggestion recently that I should try a blindfolded Squardle and have my son run the screen. And here is my son. Here is my blindfold. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're gonna try it anyways. He's never done a Squirtle before. I've never done one blindfolded. I've done many of them unblindfolded. So this is the daily Squirtle. If you're not familiar, just like he's not, it's like Wordle, but on a grid, and you do a row and a column at the same time. I briefly took him through a free play one so we could kind of see how it works. There's a lot of clues. Just look at the logo up above there if you want to know what the different clues look like. And yeah, that's about all we need to know. You ready for this? All right, Future Scott here. So we realized at the end that we had jumped in our time machine to go back to the previous day so that I could show him how the game works on a previous day's puzzle. And we forgot to get back out of the time machine. So we actually were doing yesterday's Squardle. It's still an interesting solve, so I'm gonna go ahead and post it. We're gonna do it, and I will also do today's that people were recommending as a separate video. So this will be yesterday's Squardle blindfolded, and link in the description to today's Squardle if you want to see that one as well. Okay, now back to past Scott and Judah. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna blindfold myself, and I want you to start with the word store, okay? So do store, and then tell me what the clues look like.
The S is orange.
The S is orange, okay, which means it's in the row and the column. Okay, good. Did anything come up green, first of all?
Green, the top O.
Oh, the O on the row is green?
Yeah, on the row.
Awesome, okay, the S is orange. Okay, tell me about the row. What about the T and the R and the E?
The T is gray, the R is in the row.
Now is it gray, like is it like kind of like a light gray?
Yeah.
Okay. So the T is like white, but it's kind of hidden. Yeah, I got it. Yep.
And then the E is in the column.
The E, okay, so the E is yellow. No, red. The E is red. And the R was what?
R is yellow.
The R is yellow. So there's an R in the row, there's an E in the column, the O is correct, and there's an S in the row. So there's an S and an R in the row. Okay, now what about the column?
The column.
We've got the S, obviously.
And then the T is yellow.
Which means it's in the row. Okay.
The O is gray.
Like the light gray again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The R is red. And the E is yellow.
Okay, so there's an R in the first column and in the first row, right? Because we got the yellow R at the top and the red R on the side. So, but if we put that second though, that's not very good. Because, I mean, if we put that first, if we put that at the beginning in the corner, it wouldn't be very good because we'd have R something O, which isn't great. Unless we had like a double O, it could be R-O-O. I'm kind of thinking R second there. Okay, and there's the T in, right, so there's the T in the top is telling us there's a T in the column, and the T on the left is telling us there's a T in the row, correct? Okay, so it's kind of the opposite of the R. Now that's interesting. So, our second guess now, we know the one word starts with an O, the column. The row doesn't have an O in it. I want to do a T second. Let's do ST. Let's do.
Wait, where?
Because we're doing the middle row and column now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking ST. Because there is an S, because we've already got the O at the top, there is an S in the column on the left. And I want to check the T, because we know there's a T somewhere, and those, yeah, it's gonna rule out some spots if nothing else. So ST, but we don't want to do an O again. Let's do something like, let's do stand. Stand. Middle row and column, we're gonna guess stand.
I did it.
Okay, did we get any greens?
No.
Okay, so what do we, tell me about the S. Let's do the column first. Let's go with the column.
The column.
So the S is obviously gonna just continue to be yellow.
the middle column is the S is yellow.
Yep.
The T is orange.
Oh, okay.
A
Okay.
is yellow.
Uh-huh.
And then the other ones are black.
And yellow is row.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the other two are black.
Ooh, N and D are black. Okay. So then for the row, the N and D are still black. So what's the S and the T? The S is gonna be probably red for the row.
Orange.
Oh, it's orange. Okay. And the T is
Yellow. And
Yellow.
The A is yellow.
okay. So interesting. So our last row and column, they both have a T second. And we have an S and an A in that middle row. Okay, so we're on the last row and column now. And the column, we know there's an E somewhere. Right? The last column,
yeah.
there's an E somewhere,
And
and there's a
there's-
T second. We know that.
Yeah.
And the row, what? Remind me again what the E was in the bottom left corner, what color that
It
was?
was yellow.
It was yellow. So there's an E. So let's do. I'm thinking I want to do ST again. Because I'm still trying to find that S in that first column. We know there's the T, so ST. We've already done O, E, and A, so maybe we should do an I or a U. Let's do. Let's do style. S-T-I-L-E. I think that's a word. Let's go with that.
You got 4 greens
Wow.
in the column.
In the column, which ones?
And the
Which-
S-T-L-E.
Oh, it's style with the Y. I almost guessed that too. Oh, okay, okay, awesome. All right, so what about the row? What do we get in the row?
So should I put the Y there?
Well, I mean, you can. Yeah, it'll put it in a circle. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, that's usually to help me remember what I'm thinking, but I have to remember it in my head anyways. But you can put it in there. Yeah, that's fine. So in the row, what do we have?
In the row, there's the S is in the column.
Not in the row. Okay, so it's
The
just red.
T is gray.
Okay.
And the
Wait, the T. There's no T. There has to be a T, doesn't there?
no.
At the top, with the first T we guessed, wasn't it?
No, it was gray.
Oh, it was gray. I was thinking there was a T both. Okay, yep, that's fine. That's part of. See, that's part of the blindfold thing. Is you got to remember all the clues. And I misremembered that one. Okay.
And then the I is black.
Oh, there's no I in the grid. Interesting.
And then the L is gray.
Great. Okay. So remind me all the black letters we have so far. I.
Black is
N and
I,
D.
D, and N.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're back to the first row and column again. We know on the first column there's an S second or fourth. Because we keep trying new spots. Second or fourth. We also know there's an R in the row and the column, correct?
Yeah.
Now in the first row, we've got the O third and the S fifth, right?
Wait, what?
In the first row, we have the O third and the S fifth that are green.
Yeah. O third and S fifth.
Yeah, and in the column, all we know is there's an S second or fourth. Was the T in the first column orange?
Yellow.
It was yellow. So there's no T in the first column. There's no T in the first column or the first row. Right. That's right. Let's do this. Let's do. Oh, but I was thinking for the first row it might be something like grows or something with the R second. And I was thinking about doing growl because we don't need to do the S, and it would let us check for the L on that left column, but that it can't be an L because we had the gray L on the bottom row, and it can't be grown because the N is black. Let's go ahead and do growl anyways. It will check for an L on that first column. Let's do growl. Let's see what happens with growl. Oh, but there's an S. We want to do an S though. All right, don't do growl. Well. Let's do... I don't know. Let's do... I can't decide. Let's do, remind me again what color the A was in the middle.
No, in the middle square?
Yeah.
Yellow.
It was yellow, which means there's an A in the row.
Yeah.
Let's do grass. No, grasp. 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 First row, first column, G-R-A-S-P.
You got the row, or the column right.
What? That was right?
Yeah.
Grasp was right?
Yeah.
No way.
And you got the row right. And you got the row right, because it was gross.
It was gross. That is amazing. That is amazing. Okay. Okay, wow. So now we're in the middle. We've got the O in the column. We've got the A in the row. We've got... Let's see, we've got the last, we know it's a Y, right? It ends in a Y. So it starts with an A, ends in a Y. What else do we have in the middle row?
In the middle row,
yeah, we've got the A and the Y.
S somewhere.
S somewhere.
There's a T somewhere in that row.
And
there's an A somewhere, but we already have one A.
So the T, we had a yellow T for the row.
Yeah.
What about for the column? Did we have an orange T?
The column is in, orange.
Okay, let's do, I'm thinking artsy. Let's do artsy. Because the first letter doesn't really matter because we've got both first letters anyways.
It's artsy in the middle.
It was right? Awesome. Did we get, now for the column?
The row was artsy.
Yeah, for the column we have the O. We have the T in the middle.
For the column, you just got the T and that's it.
The O and the T.
And the R is in the row, but you already have an R in that row, so.
Right. So there's nothing else for that column, but there's no R in that column.
Yeah.
So we have the O and the T, but it's not otter, because there's not another T and there's not the R. Okay, so we're on the last one now. We've got style is done. Style is done. So at the bottom, we've got P, starts with P, ends in E. And is that all we know? We know some more though, don't we? Isn't there?
No, because there's a gray T, 2 black letters,
right, and a gray
Y,
L, and
a gray L. There's
so
a gray Y.
It's just the P and the E. And okay, so remind me again of all the gray letters.
The gray letters in the whole thing.
In the bottom row there.
In the bottom row, there's a T, Y, and L, so there's no T, Y, and L in there.
T, Y, and L are the gray ones. Okay. So we could have. I'm trying to think that row, the column. I mean, the middle column is O something T, but it can't be. OCT would be good. OCT, but octa. What was the A in the middle column? What color was the A at the top?
In the what?
We guessed artsy. In that middle column, what was the A at the top? What color was that?
In the column, at the top it was A.
Yeah, what color was the A?
Gray.
Gray. Okay, so there's no A in that column. So interesting. So I'm just trying to think what that one's likely to end with. Because all we've got at the bottom is the P and the E, so there's a lot of things it could be. PR is pretty good though, because it can't be PL. Something like try prove. Let's just guess prove. We'll go wild. See what happens.
Prove?
Yeah.
There's
bottom row.
At the bottom row.
Yeah.
PRO blank E. And it's
The R and O were correct?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And the
This
V
is some good guessing on this
V
one.
is black.
So it could be probe. It could be, what else could it be? I think
Wait,
probe
where
is
are
most
we?
likely. So we're back up to the first row and column now,
No,
right?
we're in the
No,
middle.
because we finished the first
We're
row
in the
and
middle.
column. All we need to do is that middle column, right? We've got the middle row.
Yeah, and then the bottom.
The bottom, okay. And so now we've got O blank T blank O. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
O blank T blank O. That is going to be outro, right? Outro. O-U-T-R-O?
Yeah, probably.
Is that correct?
No.
Let's guess that.
Wait, maybe.
Did you guess it?
I don't think. Or the R is gray.
Oh, but it's O-U-T something O?
Yeah, at the bottom. On the bottom.
We're on the bottom, but that middle column is O-U-T something O?
Yeah.
Oh, because we guessed the R. We knew there wasn't an R. That's right, because artsy we guessed. Yeah. So outdo, it's going to be outdo. Okay, it's going to be outdo, but we're on the bottom now. I think it's got to be probe. So go ahead and do probe with a B.
Correct.
Okay, and now we should be back to the middle, and you can do outdo.
No.
That's not it?
Like O-U-T
D-O?
blank O? Yeah.
And it's not outdo?
Yeah, it's not out.
Oh, because there's no D. We already knew that from stand. I forgot. Okay, let's think about this. How many guesses do we have left, by the way?
6.
Okay, we're doing okay. So, we've got O-U-T. Now, there's probably a clue pointing at something that we're missing. Let me think. Outgo? Don't guess that yet, but that's what I'm thinking. It's gotta be outgo. Outgo. What do we know about G? Do we have a G somewhere? We have a G
There's
at the
a
top
green
left.
G in the top left.
Right. Okay,
But,
so it's gotta be outgo.
Yeah.
Let's do outgo.
Yep.
Okay, so we finished the puzzle?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna
You
take this off.
win.
It's gonna be bright. Oh man, that's bright. Okay, my eyes are gonna adjust a little bit. Alright, well, we had some really lucky guesses in there. Not too hard of words today, though. Gross, artsy, probe, grasp, outgo, and style. Not too bad. Right, don't you think? Some lucky guesses, though, didn't we? Yeah. Alright, well, thank you for being my eyes and hands while I was blindfolded. Let me know how you did with today's Squardle and which word you thought was the hardest. You have anything else to say? You could say, sure to subscribe for more puzzles.
No.
Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Now, here comes the fun part. The patient was then instructed to plug their nose and blow, kind of like 8, which is 19 minus 11. Yeah, that'll work. So 7 times 3. Okay, well, lucky guess, I guess. And we need an L or an E still. So we have an I, we need an L or an E, we need an O or a T, we need an O or an R. Well, that was really bad. Really bad. So the only words that use the W or the L are the words that start with the W and the L. So, oh, poo, like Winnie the Pooh.